We have that other Sky Striker list from the YCS. We're going to be looking at what people are deeming the new base deck and some other interesting metagame stuff from the YCS. Big 30% of you guys have not smashed the 11 crab bell. Let's subscribe button. Smash it so we can climb up. You guessed it, the 100k ladder. Some more stuff out of the YCS here. The first list we're going to be looking at is none other than Raymond Dye's top 32 list. And this is our Water Enchantress, Rite of Armesia Sky Striker deck. Now, this is the other thing here. Now, the thing about this is they're using Decode Talk or Heat Soul as a draw engine for this deck, which is actually really cool at the end of the day here. Because, you know, guess who's a Cyber's monster for you to be able to climb up into? Interesting little interactions for 500. So we have triple copies of Ash Blossom, Enjoy a Spring, 1 Celestial with 1 Dasher, triple copies of Ray, 2 copies of Rose, 1 copy of Griffon Rider, triple copies of Water Enchantress, 1 Called by the Grave with 1 Dracoback, 1 Faithful Adventure, 1 Foolish Bro, triple Forbidden Droplets, gotta be able to board break, 2 copies of Fusion Destiny with 1 Rhoda, triple copies of Rite of Armesia, 1 Afterburners, 1 Hornet Drones, 1 Shark Cannon, triple copies of Widow-Inky, 1 Engage, triple D-Barrier, and triple copies of Infinite Permanence here, wrapping up your main deck. Pretty straightforward stuff. All real things considered there. Alright. Down here in the extra deck, we have 1 copy of Space Insulator, 1 Zeke, only 2 Shizukus. I guess depending on like how the game goes, this isn't going to be like too crazy, but alright. We have 1 Kaina, triple Kagari. We have 2 Hayates, 1 Link Spider, 1 Heat Soul, 1 Asa, 1 Access Code, and 1 Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer. Wow. So I think here we have 2 DD Crows, triple Droll, 2 Space Rocks, 2 Cosmics, triple Twin Twisters, and triple copies of, you guessed it, there can only be 1 chicken nugget in the room. Wrapping up our Sky Striker list. And like I said, I like our little diversity and things that are shaking up here for this. Next up here is going to be, this should be Hani Jawari's list. Yep, of course. The 3 foolish returns in this bad boy. If you watched the Top Cut feature match with this versus the Eldritch deck, this was actually a very interesting like little unfold here. So this is your new base deck because you know what, Arborea for lane climbing is pretty darn good. So we have 1 copy of Artifact Scythe, because who doesn't love being able to do Scythe Lock, triple copies of Ash Blossom Enjoy Spring, 1 Arborea, triple Effect Veiler, 1 Fairy Tale Snow, 1 Jet Synchron, 1 copy of the Noah Punk Deer Note, triple copies of Foxy Tune, 2 copies of Xiamen, triple copies of Gamma, with 1 Red Rose Dragon and 1 Rocks Rose Dragon, triple copies of Sangan, 1 Token Collector, 1 Griffon Radar, triple copies of Water Enchantress, 1 Big Old Brick. We have 1 Basil Rose Shoot, 1 Called by the Grave, 1 Dracoback, triple Emergency Teleport, 1 Faithful Adventure, 1 Foolish Burial, triple Forbidden Droplet, and triple copies of Rite of Armesia. Down here in the extra deck, we have 1 Celine with 1 Almirage, 1 Link Karibo, 1 Halki Vibrax with 1 Cherubini, 1 Dagda, 1 Appo with 1 Axis Machine, 1 The Zombie Vampire. Yes, we actually did see this come up. It's actually kind of interesting watching this unfold into its thing. We have 1 Wonder Magician, 1 Shooting Riser, 1 Psychic Imp Punisher. This card is actually very scary. Like, if this touches down and you don't have an answer for this, you're going to get choked out of the game. We have 1 Hot Red Dragonite Fiend Abyss, 1 Chaos Ruler, and 1 Baron de Fluet. Then we have triple Dark Rule No More, triple Foolish Return, triple Twin Twisters, triple Dimensional Barrier, and triple copies of Evenly Matched here, wrapping up this nice little toolboxing mechanic that we have going on here. And like I said, for a new Modern Era Synchro toolbox, okay, I dig this. Next up here is another version of what we just seen. Evidently, Hani wasn't the only duelist to kind of have figured out that you could use the Punk engine as a Synchro toolbox. Who would have guessed? Alright, I actually am like very intrigued with like this coming out of the woodwork and actually being able to functionally work, alright, as a toolbox. Because you do see that we are using the Magician's Souls package here, which very reminiscent of the previous iterations of base. But alright, so we once again have 1 Artifact Scythe, triple copies of Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring. We have triple Droll and Lockbird in this build to kind of slow down the tempo of the game. Triple Effect Veiler. We have 1 Fairy Tale Snow, 1 Jet Synchron, 2 copies of Magician Souls, 1 Noah Punk Deer Note, triple copies of Foxy Tune, 1 Ogre Dance, 2 copies of Xiamen with 1 Red Rose Dragon, 1 copy of Rox Rose Dragon. I still can't believe this thing looks like it's pooping roses. We have 1 Griffin Rider, triple Water Enchantress, 2 Illusion of Chaos, 1 copy of the Basil Rose Shoot with 1 Call by the Grave. We have 1 Dracoback, triple copies of Emergency Teleport, 1 Faithful Adventure, 1 Foolish Barrel, triple copies of Forbidden Droplets, and triple copies of Rite of Armesier here, wrapping up our main deck. Down here in the extra deck, we have 1 Celine, 1 Link Karibo with 1 D-Hark, we have 1 Hauki Fibrax, 1 Asa with 1 Dagda, 1 Access Machine, we have 1 Wonder Magician, 1 copy of Ching Ying, that's interesting, 1 Shooting Riser, 1 Psychic Imp Punisher, 1 copy of the Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss, 1 Herald, we have 1 Chaos Ruler, and 1 Baron de Fleur. And then we have 1 copy Necroworld Banshee, 2 Space Rocks, 1 Token Collector, 2 Dark Roto Moors, 1 Twin Twisters, 1 Zombie World, triple Anti-Scam Fragrance, triple copies of Evenly Matched, and 1 copy of Red Rebuto here, wrapping up your other punk list. Next up here is, this was Dominic Couch's top 16 list. And you're going to see a lot of resemblances here. Is that a punk engine? Yes, it is. But this build kind of rewinds down a little bit here and is using the Therion package in here as well so that we can kind of capitalize and do what we want to do better, which is have an Omni Negate so we can do our thing. 54 cards, by the way, and yes, we are sporting off that wretched Mystic Mine. So we have 1 Effect Veiler, 1 Fairy Tale Snow, 1 Illegal Knight with 1 Jet Synchron, 2 copies of Magician Souls, 1 Deer Note, triple copies of Foxy Tune, 1 Ogre Dance, 2 Xiamen, we have 1 Red Rose Dragon, 1 Rox Rose with 1 Bullseye, triple copies of Regulux, 1 copy of Boreas, 1 Griffin Rider, triple Water Enchantress, 2 copies of Illusion of Chaos, 1 Basil Rose Shoot, 1 Called by the Grave, triple Dark Rule No More with 1 Dracoback, triple Emergency Teleport. We're actually playing the 1 Endless Engine Argeo system, okay. 2 copies of Faithful Adventure, 1 Foolish Barrel, triple copies of Forbidden Droplet, 1 Mystic Mine, triple Rite of Armesier, 1 Set Rotation, 1 Terraforming, triple Therion Disc Coliseum, and triple copies of Tuning. Ooh boy, get some actual value off of this bad boy. We have 1 Celine, 1 Relinquished Anima with 1 Unicorn, 1 Nightmare Phoenix with 1 IP, 1 D-Hark, 1 Hauki Fibrax, 1 Apple with 1 Access Code. We have 1 Shooting Riser with 1 Psychic Imp Punisher, 1 Herald, 1 Formula, 1 Chaos Ruler, and 1 Baron de Fleur. Side deck here we have the 1 Necroworld Banshee, triple Token Collector, 1 Lingeribo, that's actually interesting, 2 Lightning Storms, 1 Zombie World, triple Anti-Scam Fragrance, triple Evenly Matched, and 1 copy of Red Reboot here, wrapping up our, once again, you see that punk engine just splashing all the way around here, really getting its value in. And then the last ones we have here is the top 4 Sword Soul list. Now, all jokes aside, like, I am happy to see that, like, Sword Soul is doing well. Like, it's a good thing, but my problem with all of this is man, oh man, do these Sword Soul decks all look the same at this point in time? So we have triple copies of Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring, triple copies of Didi Craw, triple copies of Effect Veiler, triple copies of Incredible Ecclesia, triple copies of Mo Yi, 2 copies of Tai, triple copies of Long Yun, triple copies of Ada Ada, triple copies of Ashuna. We have 1 Synthana. Once again, I know that, like, Synthana's not, like, crazy value, but it still makes its way around us. We have triple Vishuda, 2 Heavenly Dragon Cycle, 2 Desises, triple Sword Soul Emergence, 2 Vessel, triple Imperm, and 1 copy of Blackout here, ramping up our main deck. Down here in the extra deck, we have 1 Shaman, triple Monk, 1 Yazi, 1 Cheng Ying, 1 Qingxing Long Yun, 1 Tu Chi Zhao, the 1 Draco Berserker, 1 Crimson Blader, 1 Chao Fang, 1 Boxia, 2 Boxia, and 1 copy of Baron de Fleur. Then we have triple Dark Roll No More, 2 copies of Lightning Storm, triple Anti-Scam Fragrance, triple Dimensional Barrier, triple Evenly Matched, and 1 copy of Red Reboot here, Wrapping up your chunk of deck profiles for this video, is there anything in here that you definitely kind of want to mess around with and just have a good time with? Please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. Make sure you guys smash the living crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more awesome content. I will see your beautiful faces back here later in the day with some more Yu-Gi-Oh! Goodies. Peace out, guys. Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.